Welcome to the Eliminator. This is Eliminator 2. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a live to tape. It's a free-to-air pay-per-view by CWS for your Championship Wrestling Series, and you're very, very welcome to Newcastle upon Tyne, England. Our home for tonight and our opening contest, folks. It's for the Light Heavyweight Championship. Making his way to the ring right now, the contender for this title. He won the Masquerade Brawl back in Marseille, France last month. And here he is, challenging for the Light Heavyweight Championship of the World. This is Mr. Killian Curse. He is representing the Cursed Ones. His sister Wanda will be in action later tonight when she defends the CWS Women's World title from Ratchet Riley Rose, last month's women's contender. Killian with a win-loss record, 5 wins, 7 losses, headed to the ring now, folks. His opponent for the night, better watch out for the Avada Kedavra, that running knee, the Crucio, that submission hold that he locks in. And folks, in the background there you can see the advertisement for next month's show. That's right, folks, it's coming back. Violent Night 2, the most violent night of the calendar in CWS. Our Christmas-themed pay-per-view, folks, it will be coming back in December. Who's going to be the Light Heavyweight Champion at Violent Night? Remember, folks, Prince Toro will be challenging for the Light Heavyweight Championship next month, so the winner of this faces him there. Violent Night, Saturday, 22nd of December. And here he is, folks. My apologies, folks. It's Saturday, the 21st of December for the Violent Night pay-per-view. And here we have him, the Light Heavyweight Champion of the world, making his way to the ring with a win-loss record, folks. 23 wins, 7 losses. The only man to defeat Hiro Satoshi in singles action. He's won 2 contenders, the most singles wins of any combatant here, the most singles matches of any combatant here in CWS. This guy, Dragon Noir, is absolutely phenomenal, folks. Been an incredible Light Heavyweight Champion. He faced Killian Curse at Survivor Slam 2 Toronto, Canada, just 2 months ago. And here we are, folks, in England, Newcastle upon Tyne. And he's going to defend it again. The Dragon's been on somewhat of a quest recent months, taking on heavyweights, putting the heavyweight division on notice, all the while defending the Light Heavyweight Championship. Dragon was banished from the Heavyweight Championship contention due to losing a match way back when to Ultimo Thunder, and folks, that time limit's running out. So right now he's the Light Heavyweight Champ. Killian Curse, focused as ever, staring daggers at Dragon across the ring. Dragon Noir, pensive as ever. This is going to be fantastic. If the last matchup between these two is anything to go by, Dragon presents the ref with the championship, and she shows it to Killian Curse. This is what's on the line in this bout. Hold the title above her head. The referee looks ready for action. Killian ready in Newcastle. Dragon Noir ready to defend his title. And the referee's bell, and we're in the dynamic cam, going straight to that corner post. Oh my god, the Dragon with a suplex already taking down Killian. He misses with the chop. Killian evades it. Whips the Dragon into the turnbuckle. And Killian from the top. What the? Oh my god, look at this, just choking the life out of the Dragon. Killian with some ground and pound offense here, folks. Driving the fists into the face. Stomping on the midsection, folks. You remember earlier this week with the tag team matchup between Totally Not Mark and Dragon Noir teaming up to take on their challengers for tonight. That's Killian Curse, Parker St. James. Oh my god, look at that. That variation of the Avada Kedavra knee to the face, and the Dragon gets the shoulder up. And folks, would you believe it, in that one, it was the contenders that came out on top, putting their differences aside, and they picked up the win. Killian with that neck breaker taking down the Dragon. Is there a bit of a psychological advantage from the contenders heading into this match? Bounces the head of the Dragon off that top turnbuckle, and a kick to the midsection takes Dragon Noir down. The Dragon fights back. He lands an errant kick there and whips Killian off and over the ropes outside to the floor. Oh, Dragon hits a right hand here for Killian Curse, and the discus clothesline. And he just took the man down. The referee counting both men out. Punches and a chop, and the Dragon bounces off the desk, eats that kick, and another neck breaker here outside on the floor. My gosh. Killian getting into the ring. Surely he's going to break the count. You can't win the championship like this. Killian Curse. Dragon getting back to his feet, but he doesn't know where Killian is. From that top. Oh, Killian looked like he was going for that patented top rope clutch DDT. But the Dragon evades it. Killian went splat into the floor, and the Dragon answered with a DDT of his own, launching Killian back into the ring. And now Dragon Noir launches himself over the top rope, and oh my god, right into that Avada Kedavra, that running knee, and he's out on his feet, folks. That Sectum Sempra, that clothesline to the back of the head, and he took him down. 1, 2, and the Dragon gets the shoulder up. And folks, I thought we were about to have a new light heavyweight champion. The Dragon kicks and Killian off. That soccer style kick goes for the stomp, misses, and Killian answers back with a kick down low. And there we have it. Leaping into the air, and that clothesline taking the Dragon down, and I do believe Killian just burst the Dragon open with that kick to the face. Dragon using the ropes to pull himself back up to his feet. But Killian takes him down, and oh my god, choking the Dragon out like that. That rope offering a sudden stop. And from the second rope, Killian launches a splash. And now Killian Curse stalking the Dragon. Is he going to slay the Dragon here tonight, folks? Slamming him down, rolling over, and he's locked in that Cruciatus. The Dragon is, oh, he got his foot to the ropes and broke that submission. Killian stomping and now going for the cover, and the referee's down. We got the 1, we got the 2, and Dragon Noir has been defeated. Killian Curse is the new champion. And currently, folks, both halves of the Cursed Ones holding gold here in CWS. And in his 31st matchup, the Dragon loses the light heavyweight title. We've got a new champion in the light heavyweight division. And the Dragon has been slayed. Folks, don't go anywhere. The Women's World Title matchup coming up right here next as our 2 here at CWS Elimin8r 2. We are in Newcastle upon Tyne, England for this event, ladies and gentlemen, and the Women's World Title is coming up right now. Our current women's contender, Ratchet Riley Rose of the Grim Reapers, challenging Wanda Curse for the gold. And here we have it, folks. coming out of the darkness. Here is Ratchet Riley Rose of the Grim Reapers, and she's making her way to the ring. This is her first championship singles matchup, folks. Long overdue, some would say. Ratchet Riley Rose winning the 11th ever Women's Contenders match. And tonight, folks, we're going to have the 12th Women's Contenders that will occur later on tonight, where 10 women will compete in an over-the-top rope matchup. 2 will start, and then at timed intervals, new combatants will enter the ring. This will repeat it until all 10 have entered. The last landed outside on the floor, they will be eliminated. Last woman standing goes to Violent Night next month, Saturday, 21st of December, to take on the winner of this, folks. Will it be Ratchet Riley Rose, or will it be this woman here, Wanda Curse, the CWS Women's World Champion? Wanda making her way to the ring. She's a 2-time women's champ, and she is a 2-time contender. Wanda knows a lot about being in the spotlight and the top of the CWS women's division. Her brother Killian Curse, successful in his matchup earlier where he slayed the Dragon. That's right, folks, Dragon Noir is no longer the CWS light heavyweight champion. That accolade, that title, that goes to Killian Curse now. And for the first time in CWS history, both halves of the Cursed Ones are holding gold here. Will it still be the case after this match? Will Wanda retain the CWS Women's World Championship? Or will Ratchet Riley Rose wrap the strap around her waist? Bear in mind, folks, Jackson Gage Harris, currently the Intercontinental champion here in CWS. He is going up against Sunbeam later on tonight. And the Grim Reapers, the man they call Motor, and the leader of the Reapers, Wrench M, defending their tag team championships against the Platinum Kings and the team of Lock and Load later on tonight, folks. So this is a massive opportunity here for the Grim Reapers. If Ratchet Riley Rose will bring a 3rd title into the Grim Reapers, that would be huge for them. Wanda proudly holding the Women's Championship. Wanda, another master of the Avada Kedavra, that running knee and that Crucio hold, looking to slither into the hearts and minds of the Tombstoners across the world. That's on the line. Our referee holding the belt over their head. Ratchet Riley Rose looking ready. Wanda Curse saying, just bring it on. And this thing starts off. Chop out the gates, big rights, big lefts, and a kick to the midsection. Wanda gets taken down. And you gotta believe, folks, that it's in the interest of Ratchet Riley Rose to use her power and end this one early. My God, go wrench! Wanda escapes the clutches of Ratchet Riley Rose and whips Ratchet into that far corner. Oh my God, the running clothesline into the corner. And we have that Sectum Sepra. We saw it earlier. We saw that earlier with Killian Curse clothesline the back of the head. And Wanda follows suit. And now we have the same ground and pound. These palm strikes. Wanda's game is so much like her brother's. They studied the dark arts of virtual pro wrestling together. And targeting the arm. Targeting the arm. Ratchet Riley Rose using those big boots. Oh my God, look at that ahead. There's that launches Wanda away. Goes for that running leg drop, and Wanda evades it. We got the cover here. 1. And Ratchet Riley Rose kicks out. Folks, this is our first time in England. We probably should have picked a bigger venue. My God, look at this. The strength of Wanda. Driving Ratchet down on the back of her head. And grabbing the neck and taking Ratchet Riley Rose down. folks, we sold out this arena here in Newcastle upon Tyne. You know that big arena in Newcastle? You know that one? That you're thinking? You know the one you're thinking of right now? Yeah, the famous one. Yeah. Do you like what we've done with it? That's where we are right now. Wanda's locking it in already. She's going for that Cruciatus curse, and she's got it locked in. Shoulders are up. This is not a pinfall predicament of Wanda. You can see both shoulders up, but she did release the hold. Weakening Ratchet Riley Rose. Taking a lot out of her. Folks, if you want us to come back to England, let us know. Oh my god, already? No, I thought she was going for the Avada Kedavra, that running knee. But Wanda bounced the head of Ratchet off the turnbuckle post instead. If you want us to come back, let us know in the comment section down below. Let us know your hometown, folks. Where do you want us to have the Violent Night pay-per-view in December? Saturday, 21st of December, Violent Night 2. The most violent night in the CWS calendar, where we will have the 12 matches of Christmas. Probably. Haven't really thought it through. But Ratchet with the spike driving Wanda down to the flat of the mat and talking trash. Ratchet Riley Rose now going for some ground and pound, but Wanda rolls it through. Wanda rolls through with the ground and pound, releases Ratchet Riley, and Wanda getting to her face. Wanda's measuring. What's she looking for here? Right hand turns her inside out, and oh my god, picks her up. Bombs her down and locks in that Crucio, ladies and gentlemen. She can lock that in from anywhere. Ratchet Riley Rose is going to be forced to tap, surely. The Lady Starshine tapped out to that hold. The Masquerade Brawl when we were in Marseille, France. Ratchet Riley Rose so far holding on. But my god, Wanda with that cursed elbow from the top and the cover. We've got the 1, 2. Wanda curse retains. Picking up another win in her singles career and retaining the championship. Ratchet loses. Wanda picking up the win, and now Killian Curse and Wanda Curse, both champions in CWS, and it's a great day to be a cursed one. Ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. The CWS Internet Champion, Totally Not Mark, is 3-0 in ranked singles action, and he is defending his championship against the hometown boy in our next bout here as Parker St. James challenges for the Internet Championship. Folks, don't go anywhere. That match is coming up right here next at the Eliminator night, folks. We're at Eliminator 2 Newcastle upon Tyne, England. If you haven't already subscribed, what are you waiting for? Hit the little button. Leave a comment in that comment section down below and let us know what your favorite match on the show is. What matches do you want to see in the future here in CWS? And ladies and gentlemen, this is your third matchup of the night, folks. We're at Eliminator 2 Newcastle upon Tyne, England. If you haven't already subscribed, what are you waiting for? Hit the little button. Leave a comment in that comment section down below and let us know what your favorite match on the show is. What matches do you want to see in the future here in CWS? And ladies and gentlemen, do you hear the crowd reacting to the hometown boy? The local legend from Newcastle upon Tyne, England. This is Parker St. James, and Parker St. James, folks, asked for this matchup from management, and he was granted it. 12 wins, 13 losses. This is his 26th ranked singles matchup, and he's challenging for the CWS Championship of the Internet, looking to add his name to an illustrious list of men who've held that championship. And folks, because he's the hometown boy, of course, his opponent here, the champion of the Internet, Totally Not Mark, Marky Fitz, in his 4th ever ranked singles matchup here in CWS, getting booed out of the building. These guys are all big fans of Parker St. James in the ring, and Totally Not Mark getting booed out of it here by the locals. Thank you for joining us tonight, folks. Subscribe to the channel. and subscribe to Totally Not Mark as well, folks, for all your anime, manga, video game needs. He's a sound man, he's a gent, and he's a heck of a virtual pro wrestler. This is the prize, it's on the line, the symbol given to the champion of the internet. Garen Noon introduced that title a few months back. Dudley Bai has held it. Totally Not Mark took it from him. Will Parker St. James be the man to dethrone Totally Not Mark, or will this reign continue? Listen to the crowd booing him. Boo! Boo! Mark looks ready, staring at that championship. We've already had one title change hands here tonight, folks. We've had one be retained. Which way will the internet's championship go? Parker looks ready, focused. Marky warming up, looks ready to go. And my God, look at that out the gates. A leaping, twisting uppercut and a stomp to the ankles. Club blow to the back here, and the local legend Parker not able to get into this one just yet. Marky applying that sleeper hold, and Parker dropping Mark with that stunner. A jawbreaker-like maneuver and a clothesline out the gates. You gotta watch for Parker. Parker's the master of that Tom Stone Sam driver. That Pachiti Club clothesline. The arrogance of youth elbow and the Ross bottom. He knows loads of other moves too, but I haven't managed to factor in any other names yet. And obviously he's sporting the attire of his second favorite YouTube channel, Cultaholic. Go to cultaholicshop.com for all of your Cultaholic merchandising needs. Sign to their Patreon as well. They're a sound bunch of lads and they do great work. And while you're at it, sign up to Totally Not Mark's Patreon as well. Mark versus Parker. Oh my God, the knee to the side of the head. You know, Parker St. James trained to be a footballer as a young fella. He played under 15s until he took a football to the knee and he had to stop his adventuring. Oh my God, that slingshot stunner over the top rope and outside of the floor, and Parker landed hard on the ground. Yeah, that was a Skyrim reference. What do you want me to do about it? Parker up on the shoulders of Marky, and my God, driven flat down all of those tin pads, those tin virtual pads outside on the virtual floor, protecting our virtual athletes from the virtual concrete below. Vicious, devastating move, and look, Marky's in control and getting booed out of it. You know, sometimes locals turn during the match, you can win them over. I don't see that happening here. And he just drops Parker onto the apron, the hardest part of the ring. And Marky now tossing Parker back into the ring, folks. Parker St. James struggling to get back to his feet. Marky up high, and from the top, he went for the elbow drop and missed completely. Got to work on that one, Fitz, but he's looking for the cloverleaf. This is his submission hold. He's won many a match. He mastered this one on the Emerald Island. Parker, please hold on. And he does. Parker holds on, folks. You'll notice that a lot of Marky's maneuvering will target the legs. It'll target that lower back, the big spine buster he's won matches with. Kicking the lower back, see? And he's going for the cloverleaf one more time. Folks, he's locked it in. Is Parker going to be forced to tap in his hometown? He gets out of the hold and Marky gets kicked back. Parker now back to his feet. And the strike exchange begins, folks. Let's get the CWS logos in the shot here. Back and forth, blow for blow. But Marky catches the fist and unloads two of his own. Parker with the right hand. I do believe that Parker's virtual family are in the virtual crowd here tonight, folks. He's not going to want to lose this one. And I think Marky's just burst him open. Marky kicks low, and the knee lift, and the cover. 1, 2, 3. Battered and bloodied. Parker gets dropped in his hometown. Unsuccessful. And what a bad man this guy must be. He's a real deal. He's the truest heel. Marky Fitz, the Irishman, has gone to England and conquered, folks. Something about the 800 years. But Marky picking up a win. He moves to 4-0 in his ranked singles career, folks. Another dub for Marky Fitz. Folks, don't go anywhere. The CWS Women's Tag Team Championships are on the line in our next bout. Force Awakens defend the titles against the women they took them from, the Dancer Sisters. And folks, Force Awakens get to pick the stipulation for that matchup, seeing as a few weeks ago Air Force 2 defeated Private Dancer for that responsibility in singles action. Folks, don't go anywhere. Women's tag team action coming up later too. We are in Newcastle upon Tyne, England. This is Simulated Shoot Combat. We are real virtual wrestling, and this is where the best virtual wrestlers virtually wrestle. Headed to the ring right now for the CWS Women's Tag Team Championship rematch. The former 2-time champions of the division. Entering the ring right now is Jazz Dancer and her sister Private Dancer, the Dancer Sisters. Still unusual to see them without the women's championships around their waists, folks. They've held them for so incredibly long across the two reigns, but tonight they are the challengers, seeing as they lost the titles last month at the Masquerade Brawl to the team of Force Awakens. And speaking of the team of Force Awakens, here they are, folks. On your right, Gale Force. On your left, Air Force 2, making their way to the ring for this matchup. If you remember earlier in the month, folks, Air Force 2 took on Private Dancer in a singles matchup. Winner of that got to pick the stipulation for this match for their team, and Air Force 2 defeated Private Dancer. A massive feather in the cap. You got to think the psychological advantage that gives to Force Awakens, having beaten the Dancers in both singles and in tag action previously. That's got to do wonders for their psyche. And folks, I do believe that the team of Force Awakens have selected Extreme Rules for this one, folks. Bit of a teaser for what's coming up next month when we go to Violent Night 2. That's right, folks. Violent Night 2. The Violent Night pay-per-view theme is coming back next month. It's going to be Saturday, 21st of December. We hope you can join us for that. Let us know in the comment section down below what town you are from. And who knows, folks, maybe we will hold the event in your area. Gotta hold it somewhere. The dancers look ready, and this is going to be obviously Tornado Rules, folks. All four women will be in the ring at the same time because it's Extreme Rules at Elimin8r 2. Massive spinebuster there by Jazz Dancer, taking Air Force 2 flat down to the mat, and just like that, she goes splat. And the big chokehold being applied to Gale Force on the ropes, and Jazz with some kicks across the back and the chest here of Air Force 2. Private Dancer looking to suplex Gale. Gets her up. Massive suplex, and look at that for a big time. Following slam here from Air Force 2 to Jazz Dancer. Private going to the outside, looking to bring some plunder into the ring already, and the my God, a somersault flip to the outside goes awry. Gale Force splats down hard into the mat. Air Force 2 then misses, leaping off the apron. A big suplex there from Jazz Dancer as Private has a sleeper applied to Gale, and has to jawbreak her way out of it. Big sidewalk slam there from Jazz, and Gale Force knocking Private down with that running head scissors attack. It didn't take long for this thing to spill to the outside. Private Dancer somehow colliding with that turnbuckle post, and a running bulldog from Gale to Jazz. And it looks like Air Force 2 got under the ring with sledgehammer assault to the midsection. And again, sledge across the back. Air Force 2, no stranger to extreme danger. Air Force 2 taunting the fans here in Newcastle. And a big power bomb here for Jazz to Gale outside on those pads. And the golden heels stomp into the midsection here of Gale Force. Private Dancer managing to fight her way out of the clutches here of Air Force 2, scoops her up and dropping Air Force 2 face first onto the apron. And folks, we all know the apron is the hardest part of the virtual wrestling ring. Jazz now tossing a trash can into the ring. It actually collided with Air Force 2 as she got into the ring and slamming the head of Air Force off the mat, and a 1. And Air Force kicks out at 1. We almost had new champions there, folks. New, and also would have been for the 3rd time. Could you believe it? If the Dancer Sisters pick up the victory here, they become 3-time champs. Big boot over the top and outside to the floor. It goes Gale. Air Force now tying Jazz up on the ropes. And a code breaker double knees to the midsection there from Gale. Connects with all of that force to Private Dancer's midsection. Private rolling to the outside and Gale just bouncing the trash can off a Jazz Dancer. Private making her way back into the ring. And a forearm to the back here, but Air Force headbutts the back of the head of Private Dancer. Gale now going for the cover on Private Dancer, and we got the 1. Private kicks out at 1. Some unloading chops here from Jazz to the midsection of Air Force, and my God, look at that pump handle, slams her down. Running Bulldog here, and Private Dancer gets taken down by Gale Force. Gale Force with the kick to the back of the head. Air Force being repositioned here by Jazz, seemingly ignoring Gale, and now Gale locking in this front face lock, and my God, she's got this. Ooh, has to be waved off by the referee here as Private Dancer breaks up the hold. Gale with the kick to the midsection again, and Gale springboarding from the second rope with a moonsault to Private Dancer's. Air Force knocks Jazz out of the ring. Private with the wherewithal to roll to the outside. And Gale with the sledgehammer shot to the midsection, then to the back, and Private gets back to her feet and walks right into another sledgehammer shot. Jazz and Air Force 2 on the outside here. Neckbreaker takes Jazz down. Private scooping Gale up onto her shoulders. Dropping Gale chest first onto that apron. My God, Air Force 2 slamming Jazz into the mat outside. Gale getting up to her feet and goes for that somersault, and this time connects, driving the trash can into the chest here of Private Dancer. Air Force with the headbutt yet again. Gale keeping Private at bay on the outside. Air Force with a big Samoan drop. Jazz feeling the force of that one. And a spear cutting Jazz in two. Back stabber. Gale Force with the back stabber on the outside here to Private Dancer. Meanwhile, in the ring, Air Force 2 bringing a ladder into this one. Chaos, ladies and gentlemen. Jazz getting another ladder, but the sledgehammer shot to the lower back, and the ladder gets dropped. I do believe it fell back under the ring. Would you look at that? Air Force now climbing to the outside, looking to save her sister from the major powerbomb, but got caught with a shoulder tackle from Private Dancer. Gale gets dropped with the major powerbomb. Jazz twerking on her enemy here and a big moonsault. That standing, dancing moonsault. Private escapes the perils of Air Force 2 and a chop block at the back of the knee, tossing Air Force 2 back into the ring. And all in unison, Jazz Dancer with the steel chair, kendo stick from Gale, and now in the ring, Jazz with the cover. We got the 1, 2 off the steel chair, shot to the top of the head. Air Force 2 looking to still be in this one. Air Force gets whipped into that ladder. Jazz with the leapfrog and... my God, look at that for a scoop power slam, taking Air Force 2 down. Jazz stomping now on Gale. And again looking for that standing, dancing moonsault. And she connects with it. Jazz now with the cover, but Air Force 2 sliding into the ring. And breaks up the count before Private Dancer was even aware she was there. She couldn't even run interference. Private with the boot to Air Force. Private looking for the major power bomb. She learned this one from Major Attraction. And connects with it. We've got the cover here. We're going to have new champions, ladies and gentlemen. That's 2. And Air Force 2 kicks out at 2 off the major power bomb. And Private Dancer looks beside herself. Massive spine buster. The major spine buster, and Air Force 2 kicks Private Dancer away. It's like she's just able to take all of this punishment. Air Force 2 drops down, chop block, takes the knee of Jazz. And a super kick to the back, super kick to the front, and a cover. Private dives across the ring to break up the count before the ref can even get to one. Headbutt from Private to Air Force 2. Shoulder tackle taking Gale Force down, and now off the shoulder tackle we got the 1, 2, 3. Private Dancer, Jazz Dancer. The Dancer sisters have done it. They become 3-time women's tag team champs. And the Force Awakens brief spell with the titles comes crashing to an end. The Dancer sisters pick up another dub. The titles are back where they're most comfortable, it would seem. The Dancer sisters starting their 3rd reign with those titles. Folks, don't go anywhere. Because speaking of titles, the Intercontinental Championship is on the line next. Our current survivor, Sunbeam, taking on the current champion, Jackson Gage Harris of the Grim Reapers. It's Reapers rules, folks. Find out what Jackson Gage Harris picks as the stipulation for that matchup next here at Elimin8r 2. Don't go anywhere. This is our 5th matchup of the night here, folks. We are in Newcastle upon Tyne, England, for Elimin8r 2. We are Championship Wrestling Series, and if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, then what are you waiting for? This is a Grim Reapers rules matchup, meaning the stipulation has been picked by the champion, Jackson Gage Harris. But first, folks, on his way to the ring right now, our current survivor, the man that won the 5th ever Survivors matchup, folks. He is a lone star in the CWS galaxy, banished from the Cosmic Alliance, the exiled child. This is Sunbeam, and Sunbeam was successful last month at the Masquerade Brawl in our Survivors matchup. Ladies and gentlemen, here he is now, ready to challenge for the CWS Intercontinental Championship. And speaking of championships, folks, I still haven't truly accepted what happened just last Tuesday on Tombstone TV, where TKO cashed in his Future Shop briefcase after Tiernan had already wrestled a grueling tag team matchup alongside his planned opponent for tonight. TKO cashed in and won the Heavyweight World Championship with Garen Noon as the guest referee, resulting in Moonbeam, our current men's contender. Moonbeam Jr. will be taking on TKO in action here tonight, folks, for the Heavyweight Championship of the world. And here is the Intercontinental Champion, Jackson Gage Harris, making his way to the ring with a win-loss record of 12 wins, 8 losses. This is the 21st ranked singles matchup. He's representing the Grim Reapers Motorcycle Club. Sunbeam, 4 wins, 5 losses. This is his 10th ranked singles matchup, and Gage says he's going to put Sunbeam down tonight, send him back into the stratosphere with one of those grim kicks. Jackson Gage Harris believes in Jackson Gage Harris. Folks, later on the show, we still have a Survivors matchup. That's coming up next, where we're going to have Cara Demiero, Hardy Bly, Marshall Harts, Loco Lobo Azul, and I assume TKO? Even though he's the heavyweight champion, I mean, he did qualify for the match, unless something else is going on. We'll have a women's contenders match. We've got the three-way tag team title matchup. Platinum Kings, Lock and Load versus the Grim Reapers. We'll have Moonbeam Jr. versus Thiago K. Oliveira. And folks, I'm getting word in my ear, the Eliminator match, the schedule for tonight, folks, will now be for the Future Shot briefcase. That it's become available since TKO cashed it in. Why not have it on the line tonight, folks? In the Eliminator match, and that match is going to be our main event. So that's huge breaking news here during the show here at Eliminator 2. But now back to the action. Sunbeam rolling to the outside, grabbing a table, and folks, if you haven't already surmised it, this will be a tables matchup. Jackson Gage Harris of the Grim Reapers, because he's the champ of the division, he gets to pick the stip. It's the Reapers rules clause. Gage picks table matchup for this one, so the winner of this matchup will be the man who puts his opponent through a table. And look at that, launching him. Massive, sending Gage into the skylights right there. Folks, join us next month, Saturday, 21st of December for Violent Night 2, the most violent night of the calendar in CWS. We'll have the 12 matches of Christmas. Oh, look at that one, folks. Sunbeam dropping Gage throat first. We already know some of that card, folks. If you believe it, I know it's early, but Prince Toro of Las Bestias Locas won a matchup back at Survivor Slam 2 where he will now be the #1 contender for the Light Heavyweight Championship, so it will be Prince Toro. We know he's challenging for that belt at Violent Night. So Killian Curse versus Prince Toro, I can announce officially, as your first guaranteed matchup for the Violent Night pay-per-view. That's going to be a huge matchup, and we know that the other guys in Las Bestias Locas, oh God, look at Jackson just launching Sunbeam over the top of his head, releasing him hard way on the floor. We know Las Bestias Locas, that's Loco Lobo Azul and Pantera Roa. Those will be challenging for the tag team championships, but who will be the champs at the time? Will the Grim Reapers still hold the gold, or will Lock and Load take the titles tonight? Or maybe it'll be the Platinum Kings, who are also in that three-way matchup. Huge possibilities there, folks. We will also have a women's contenders match tonight. Is some people going for a chokeslam? The Cosmic Chokeslam outside on the floor. Connects and Gage gets dropped. So the women's contenders will go up against Wanda Kurtz, who retained her championship earlier tonight. Totally Not Mark will be in action at the Violent Night, but who is going to be facing him for the Internet's championship, and so much more yet to be determined. Sunbeam now introducing a chair to the matchup for Jackson Gage Harris, punches him and forces Sunbeam to drop it. But Gage gets launched, knees first in it, that stairs. And Sunbeam now wisely getting a table, sliding it into the ring. Getting back out of the ring as Gage gets in, and Sunbeam clips him. Sunbeam now picking up the table. My God, this thing is chaos. Jackson with the big back elbow taking Sunbeam down. You gotta wonder what's the world of CWS gonna look like. What if Sunbeam wins the Intercontinental Championship tonight? And what if Moonbeam Jr. takes the Heavyweight World's title from TKO? Imagine if both the Moonbeam Originales' sons that are contracted here in CWS, imagine if both as champions divided? That's an interesting one to think on, folks. I'm interested to see TKO come to the ring tonight with the World's Heavyweight title. Is he going to challenge in the Survivors match? What's going to happen there? These 5-man survivors matches have become somewhat of a staple, and TKO has qualified for the match, but he's the World Heavyweight Champion. He might not want to do it anymore. We'll find out, I suppose, after this matchup, folks, because that survivors match is going to happen next. We're going to determine who the champ for Violent Night's going to be, and then right afterwards we're going to determine who's going to be challenging for that title. Sunbeam bounces off the ropes and a kick to the head, but I think he missed it. At least he didn't get it all. Jackson stood right back up, but did get struck with a knee lift, and now a kick from Jackson, who whips Sunbeam into the corner. Table coming into play here is Jackson Gage Harris. He scoops Sunbeam up for a power bomb, and there we have it, folks. Gage with a grim power bomb, picking up the win. And Gage retains 13 wins, 8 losses, and he's still your Intercontinental Champion. Sunbeam unsuccessful in his attempt to take the title from Jackson Gage Harris. Another great matchup there. I really enjoyed that one, folks. Don't go anywhere. Survivor 6 coming up next. 5 men will fight each other to determine who's going to be challenging Gage next month at Violent Night 2 for that Intercontinental Championship. Don't go anywhere, folks. That matchup's coming up right here next. This is your 6th matchup here tonight on Elimin8r 2. We'll be live to tape in Newcastle upon Tyne, England. My name is Bullock on Awesome. I want to thank you for joining us here at CWS. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for? Ladies and gentlemen, this is our 6th ever male survivors matchup in which 5 men will face off against each other. Elimination rules will apply, and the last man standing after 4 others have been eliminated will become the #1 contender for the CWS Intercontinental Championship, and they will vie for that title next month on pay-per-view. In this case, it's going to be Violent Night 2 on Saturday, 21st of December. Introducing first into this one, none other than the former Future Shop briefcase holder, former World Heavyweight Champion, the winner of the Stadium Royale 2024. This is Loco Lobo Azul, and Loco Lobo Azul is representing the team of Las Bestias Locas. This man already has a championship match for Violent Night 2 next month. He and his tag partner Pantera Roa Dos, after winning a 3-on-3 match way back in Survivor Slam 2, Toronto, Canada, Prince Toro, Pantera Roa Dos, Loco Lobo Azul defeated the Cosmic Alliance, and Prince Toro has earned a light heavyweight championship matchup. He will face Killian Curse next month, and Loco Lobo Azul and Pantera Roa Dos will challenge the tag team champions, be that Lock and Load, the Platinum Kings, or the Grim Reapers. We'll find out later tonight, folks. Could Loco Lobo Azul end up fighting twice next month? Introducing second to this one, representing Caras de las Muertes, this is Cara de Miedo. And Cara de Miedo, after a massive win recently on Tombstone TV against Lord and Xavier, qualifying for this matchup. This is one of the biggest opportunities of Cara de Miedo's career, and he is on a heck of a good form right now, trying to get out of the shadow cast by his brother Cara del Diablo. Miedo would love to pick up the victory here in Newcastle upon Tyne. He has traveled all the way over from Mexico to be here tonight in front of the Tombstoners in attendance. Miedo is ready. This is a stacked card. Obviously, we saw earlier, folks, we saw those qualify for this matchup and the bouts that they had to go through to get here. Loco Lobo Azul defeating the Starshine Kid. Miedo putting down Lord and Xavier. And entering third in this one, who's it gonna be, folks? It's Hardy by defeating Big Ben via countout on Tombstone TV 2 weeks ago, earning his shot here. This guy is a former two-time light heavyweight champion, is a former tag team champion. He would love to put Intercontinental champion on his resume. Deceptively quick, deceptively agile. Everyone in this matchup, in their own regards, could be your favorite. They could be the favorite to pick up the victory here. We have 2 men left to enter this matchup. We know Martial Arts, after defeating Rocky Beach on Tombstone TV, and Thiago K. Oliveira defeated Dr. Dermot Allergy. But interesting developments around TKO, obviously. He's now the heavyweight world's champion after he cashed in his Future Shop briefcase just past Tuesday on Tombstone TV, defeating Tiernan Og and having Garen Noon helping him, you know, in the eyes of many, helping him get that championship. TKO's in the main event tonight against Moonbeam Jr. Will he be in this matchup, folks? Number 4, representing the team of the Savage Hearts, this is Martial Arts. Martial, as I said earlier, he defeated Rocky Beach, a former contender. Rocky Beach. Martial, former contender himself. Challenged Major Attraction last year at Masquerade Brawl 1. Just the 4th man to win contenders here in CWS. Martial would love to get Intercontinental Championship gold around his waist. His tag team partner, of course, Travis the Savage Sanchez, former Intercontinental Champion. And speaking of champions and men in these matchups, now who is it going to be? TKO? Are we getting him wrestling twice? Ladies and gentlemen, no, TKO is not here. This is Pete Boggs. This man is Garen Noon's tag team partner and business associate, his confidant. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the man to tag with Garen Noon prior to that cash in on Tuesday night's Tombstone TV episode 68. This is all coming together now, folks. In the semi-main event, Garen and Pete Boggs challenged the number 1 contender, Moonbeam Jr. and the heavyweight world champion Tiernan Og in a losing effort. And Tiernan and Moonbeam stood tall at the end. But it looks like Garen helped TKO get the championship, and in return, TKO offered his spot in the matchup to Pete Boggs. Pete previously did win a matchup. He was guaranteed a spot on the pay-per-view. What an interesting turn of events. Pete Boggs potentially could become the number 1 contender for the Intercontinental Champion. None of these men had scouted Pete for this one. Hardy down for the count. We got a 2, and Miedo unable to keep him down. Hardy rolling to the outside. Local Brazil picking up Miedo, and my God, the gut buster. Hardy on the outside now, adding a ladder to the match already, folks. This is a no disqualification matchup. Pinfall, submissions, they all must happen within the confines of the ring. Loco dropping Pete, and we got a cover, we got a 1. A peak set of 1. Hardy dropping that ladder onto Miedo, and now Hardy and Loco Lobo Azul going at it here, folks. And that big clothesline from Hardy by to Loco, taking him down. Hardy, former tag champion. Loco Lobo Azul, another former tag team champion. Actually, everyone in this matchup is in a tag team. Pete Boggs, Team Delicious. Miedo is in Caras de las Muertes. And Martial Arts, obviously part of the Savage Hearts. Oh, kendo stick over Miedo and over the top of the head. And he just broke that over at Pete Boggs. And meanwhile, in the ring, a knee across the face here of Hardy Bai. And Loco Lobo Azul drops the elbow across the chest here. And Hardy's in a bad way. That's a second elbow, third elbow across the chest directly onto that heart. And Pete Boggs just evaded Loco Lobo Azul and knocked him down with a shoulder tackle. Martial Arts in the ring with a steel chair. But Loco Lobo Azul caught the chair. But he couldn't stop Boggs with the big backbreaker. And folks, we know Loco Lobo Azul loves a good backbreaker. And this time he's on the receiving end of it. Hardy taking Marshall down with that drop kick. And Miedo goes to use the steel chair, but Marshall managed to knock it out of his hands and bounce Miedo's face off the top turnbuckle. Pete Boggs now on the outside. He's shopping for plunder. Going under the ring for a kendo stick. After having it broke over his head, and he just absolutely let one rip across the chest here. Martial Arts, and now targeting Loco Lobo Azul with that. Possibly and probably the biggest threat in the matchup. The most decorated at a heavyweight level. For sure. And my God, Marshall with the cover. We got the one, we got the two. And Pete gets the shoulder up. Shoot Hurricane Ronald there from Hardy Bai to take Miedo down. A big backbreaker from Loco Lobo Azul and Martial Arts. That's 2 and 3. The trifecta of backbreakers. And Pete Boggs not going behind Loco. Elbow to the back, whips him into the corner. Locking up a Loco Lobo Azul, and now what's Pete Boggs got in mind? He picked him up, and my God, just dropping him face first out of that top turnbuckle pad, and he bust him wide open. Choke bomb, and Loco's down. We've got a 1, 2, and Loco Lobo Azul gets out of it. Martial Arts unloading. Steel chair shot to the top of the head of Pete Boggs, and Pete ran straight into Marshall and took him down with that shoulder tackle. This is Elimin8r 2, ladies and gentlemen. We're in Newcastle upon Tyne, England. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for? It's been a heck of a show. And another Hurricane Run on the outside. Miedo gets dropped again by Hardy Bai. And Marshall just, my goodness, walked straight into that twisting corkscrew tilt-a-whirl DDT type maneuver by Hardy on the outside. And Miedo goes for a high knee on Loco Lobo Azul, but misses it, and Loco is focused. Pete Boggs and a big backbreaker to Pete Boggs. And a second backbreaker to Pete Boggs. And the cover center of the ring. We've got a 1, we got a 2, and Pete kicks out at 2. Marshall, sledgehammer in hand, and Hardy knocks it back, and look at that driver on the outside. Hardy driving Marshall flat down on one of those tin pads. Loco with Miedo up, and a gut buster. What's Hardy doing now? He's setting up a table between the desk. No, it's not. It's a ladder between the desk and the apron. Boggs slides under, takes Marshall down. And in the ring, Miedo taking Loco Lobo Azul to task. Stomps across the neck. And look at Boggs with Hardy up, and he just dropped him onto that ladder. The ladder that Hardy brought into the match. Been used against him. Loco, only man left in the ring, and as I said, he leaves. Hardy again getting tossed into that ladder. We're now on the desk. Look at this for a camera angle. I like it. Miedo dropping Lobo. Hardy drop kicks Marshall, and Loco tosses Miedo into that ladder. He's got him up on top of the ladder. What's Loco Lobo Azul looking to do here? Miedo absolutely bammed out for the count, folks. And Loco climbing to the top. What's Loco Lobo? Oh no. He got down and got sledged for his troubles. #1 contender for the Intercontinental Championship. That's what's at stake here for all 5 of these men. Look at this for a choke slam on the outside. Miedo's down, and in the ring we got a cover. 2, 3. Martial Arts just pinned Loco Lobo Azul. I guess at least Loco, he will be disappointed, but he can focus his attentions on that tag match next month. He is in the #1 contender spot with Pantera Roa Dos. Los Bestias Locos have a good chance at Violent Night 2 of getting gold. The other 4 men in this matchup will be glad that Marshall eliminated Loco like he did. And now Hardy up. Hardy squaring off with Pete Boggs, and this is a size mismatch if you've ever seen one. Miedo sneaking up behind Boggs, scoops him up. Oh my god, look at that big suplex. Loco, can we get an interview with you? What happened, Loco? How did you lose your focus tonight? What happened? Loco? You've got harsh words there for the champs tonight. You don't care who picks up the victory? You heard it there first, folks. Loco, Lobuzul claims Los Bestias Locos are getting the titles next month. It doesn't matter who wins tonight. They'll be champions by year end. Miedo kicks out of Hardy's attacks and his pinfall. Marshall now targeting Boggs up on the shoulders, but Boggs gets out of it. Marshall goes into the ladder. Special guy in the ring. Hardy with the cover. Miedo, 1, 2, 3. Karen Miedo has been eliminated. We're down to 3. Hardy watching on as Boggs sweeps the leg here of Marshall on the outside. Hardy, the corkscrew, launching himself. Corkscrew body assault to the outside, and he took Pete Boggs down. This is going to be interesting, folks. None of these men have competed for the Intercontinental Championship in the past. It'll be interesting to see which one gets the opportunity. And Pete Boggs just got dropped onto that ladder. Hardy now steel chair in head, cracks the back of Marshall Hart's head, and a steel chair over the top of Pete Boggs. And the flat of the chair to the knee and the body, and over the top of the head. Unprotected chair shots here. Marshall gets right back up, tosses Hardy into that ladder, picking him up. Miedo, unlucky tonight. How do you feel? Who do you think is going to win tonight, huh? Your money's on Hardy. Bye. Massive chokeslam there from Pete Boggs. The dynamic count just about catching the end of that. You heard it there, folks. Miedo thinks Hardy Bye is going to do it. That remains to be seen. Pete Boggs, who didn't actually qualify for this match. He did qualify to be on the show, but it seems like there's been some sort of working arrangement between Garen Noon, Tiago K. Oliveira, and Pete Boggs to get TKO into the title match, get Boggs into the IC match. My god, high angle slam there from Marshall. Hart's dropping Boggs, and now Hardy targeting Marshall. He's got him draped out across that ladder, but Marshall escapes the predicament, ducks under the ladder, goes beneath, and Hardy scooping up Marshall and drops him. My god, look at that for a driver. I think he clipped the steps on the way down. And there's no way. He's looking for the Spanish fly here, but Pete Boggs fights his way out of it. Boggs just bouncing the mid-riff of Hardy off the desk, and there's a choke bomb. Boggs bleeding from above his eye. Marshall back to his feet, and Marshall with the pile driver at Pete Boggs. The pile driver outside of the floor. Hardy's down but stirring. Boggs is out cold in his green wellies of destiny. And Marshall's taunting the fans, taunting the opponents. But his legs have given out on him. We are just a few short weeks away from Violent Night 2, ladies and gentlemen. Gonna be a hell of a show. Boggs just dropping Hardy like that. And Marshall with the suicide dive to the outside and misses Boggs. He misses Hardy face first into the floor. And Boggs picking up Hardy and dropping him face first onto the thin protective virtual pads on the outside that protect our virtual athletes from the virtual concrete below. Choke bomb to Marshall. Surely Pete Boggs is but a pinfall away from picking up, well, 2 pinfalls away from picking up the victory in this one. Here in Newcastle upon Tyne, England. Hardy Bye putting a shift in here tonight, folks. The smallest man in the matchup by a mile. Possibly the biggest heart in the fight. Boggs bounces Hardy into the barricades, and now Boggs just tossing Hardy around. Put the kendo stick over the top of the head for Marshall. Hart takes Pete Boggs down. Boggs eating kendo stick shot after kendo stick shot. Marshall tosses Boggs back into the ring. Sneaking up on Hardy. Just eliminate one or the other. You can't fight everyone at once, Marshall. Open hand slap to Hardy. Bye. And Marshall tosses Hardy again into the desk. Misses with the corkscrew. Boggs giving chase to the outside here. And Marshall with the go behind. What's he looking for? He's dragging Boggs around here. Bounces Boggs off that ladder. Marshall scooping Boggs up and again face first onto that ladder. Bridged connecting the apron of the ring and the desk. Marshall sledgehammer in hand, but Boggs evades it. He's fighting for the hammer. And Boggs with the hammer shot to Marshall's midsection. Pete Boggs standing tall, goes for the hammer shot to Hardy Bye, but he's shocked at Hardy's defiance. Hardy scooping Boggs up on top of the ladder, and Boggs escapes while Marshall picks Hardy up, and that high angle slam dropping Hardy. And now it's Boggs targeting. And now it's Marshall with a second pile driver. This match is anyone's. Who's going to be facing Jackson Gage Harris next month for the Intercontinental Championship? Which of these men is going to be classed as the next survivor? Marshall laid out on this ladder. And some stiff right hands here from Hardy Bye, taking Marshall down. Boggs catches the fist and he's going for the choke slam to Hardy. Boggs picks him up. And a massive choke slam. Hardy gets dropped and rocked, and surely Boggs just needs to get back in the ring and pin these men. Pete Boggs, it's as if you heard me, he's dragging Hardy back into the ring. Hardy Bye struggling to get back up. Marshall's found a second wind, it seems. But Boggs just bounces his head off that turnbuckle. And Pete Boggs standing tall yet again. The bloody, battered and broken Pete Boggs picking up the steel steps. Positioning them. Slides back into the ring. And now Boggs, two-handed choke bomb to Hardy Bye. Slams him down, and Boggs with the cover. We got the 1, 2, 3. Hardy's been eliminated. We're down to 2. Drop kick. Marshall takes out the knees of Boggs. I guess Elimin8r's call. Hardy being the man to pick up the victory. That's not going to come to fruition now, is it? Marshall dragging Boggs around the ring. Boggs, the man, he shouldn't have been in this matchup from the start. Kicking Marshall off with the 2 boots. And Marshall whips Boggs over the top and onto that ladder bridge outside. And Marshall from the top with a splash, and he just put Pete Boggs through the ladder bridge. Surely this is Marshall's moment. His own tag team partner, Travis the Savage Sanchez, is a former Intercontinental Champion. You know he'd love to become IC Champ as well. Both men failing to connect with these big moves, but the sidewalk. Leg sweep, that's not what you call it, but it, you know, here we go. That leg sweep, and he just took Boggs down. Marshall and Boggs. Which of these men is going to Violent Night 2? Saturday, 21st of December. And look at this now. Marshall picking Boggs up. Big right hand. Turn him inside out. Go behind. Scoops him up. He's going for that high ankle slam one more time. And surely this is it, folks. Marshall's got all the momentum in the world here at Elimin8r. All he has to do is get Boggs in the ring and apply a bit of pressure. Put the pinfall on. But Boggs with the chin breaker. Boggs tosses Marshall over towards the ring and a shoulder tackle to the back, taking Marshall Hart's down. Boggs and Marshall, Intercontinental Championship #1 contender spot at stake. Winner of this will go to face Jackson Gage Harris of the Grim Reapers next month. And Boggs putting the steel stairs in the ring. Marshall telling him to come get some, and Boggs enters. Marshall, forearm shot to the back, whipping Boggs off the ropes. Boggs fights back and a drop kick. Now Marshall on the outside, tossing a trash can into the ring. Marshall Harts. Pete Boggs. We're down to 2. still to come tonight, folks. We still have a women's contenders matchup. We've got that three-way tag team matchup for the tag championships. Wimpy Jr. and TKO. My God, the arm drag, the hip toss, and Pete Boggs. After that hip toss into the trash can, and Pete Boggs picks up the victory. He's your number one contender for the Intercontinental Championship. Pete Boggs picks up the win, ladies and gentlemen. And the plan between TKO and Team Delicious, Garen Noon, Pete Boggs, it's all come together. This was not a ranked match though, folks. He's the number one contender, but it won't affect his rankings or his standings overall. For the man who didn't qualify for this match to come out as the victor, the management of CWS has a lot to answer for in regards to Garen Noon, Tiago K. Oliveira, Tiernan Og, the four other men who they did qualify for this match. Boggs is the IC number one contender, and he is going to Violent Night. Don't go into it, folks. The 12th ever women's contenders matchup is coming up here next, followed by that three-way tag team matchup, followed by Moonbeam Jr. challenging Tiago K. Oliveira for the World Heavyweight Championship, and then in the main event, folks, the Eliminator, the titular match. It's going to be for the feature shot briefcase, and folks, getting word in my ear, Tiernan Og and Garen Noon have been barred from the venue here tonight. They've been told to go away to cool off. Management has booked them a singles matchup to the Eliminator. This is our 7th matchup of the evening, folks, and it is our 12th ever women's contenders matchup. 10 women will be in this bout. 2 will start, and then at timed intervals for when the ring is empty, a new competitor will enter. This will repeat until all 9 opponents have entered the ring, gone over the top rope, and have been eliminated. Last woman standing is your contender. Folks, I want to go back to a point I made here at the end of the last matchup. Garen Noon and Tiernan Og are not going to be at the venue here tonight, and Moonbeam Jr. won the contenders match. Garen has been barred from the building, so it's actually the other 8 men who successfully got into the contenders bout. Those 8 combatants will be the men who enter the Eliminator later on this evening. It's actually going to be our main event matchup. That's right, folks. The Moonbeam Jr. TKO match is going to be the semi-main event of the evening. And the Eliminator, the titular matchup for the feature shot briefcase, that is going to be the main event of the show. This is your women's contenders bout, folks, and introducing first from this one, representing the band Wild Tiger. It's their lead guitarist, former women's champion, former women's contender. This is the Wildcat Kitty Richards. Wildcat Kitty Richards sliding into the ring here. Been out of the title scene for a little bit here, but the Wildcat would love to get back into it. Unluckily for her, she's drawn first position in this one. This is a truly unique concept in all of simulated shoot combat, to my knowledge. Two combatants will start. And when one is eliminated and a combatant is left alone in the ring, or at regular timed intervals, new opponents will enter until all 10 have arrived. To be eliminated, you must go over the top rope and have both of your feet hit the floor on the outside. And the last woman standing wins. They will go to next month's pay-per-view, to Violent Night 2. And they will challenge Wanda Curse for the CWS Women's World Championship. And in at number 2, folks, another former women's champion, the second ever women's champion. This is Aerial Wrestler. An Aerial Wrestler making her way to the ring for this one. Aerial would love to pick up a victory here at Contenders and go to challenge Wanda for the Women's Championship. But unluckily for both of these women, there's 8 more combatants left to come. Aerial whips the Wildcat off the ropes and picks her up. Big time spinebuster! Aerial Wrestler is not just all off the top rope like you might expect from her name, but her brother Matt Wrestler has helped her with her mat game, and The Technique Al Wrestler has helped her with her technical wrestling game as well. Aerial is an absolutely... she's overqualified, folks. I'm not sure where she sits with the team of the Savage Hearts. We haven't actually seen her align herself with Travis Savage Sanchez, or with martial arts, the way her brothers Matt and the Technique Al have. We also haven't seen her tag team partner, frenemy of sorts, Sue Plex, hasn't been around for a while. We did hear that in Sue's private life she's after getting married and has had a change in profession, so that's interesting. Good for Sue. She hasn't been here for season 2. But Sue Plex was a fine addition to the roster, and if you ever want to come back, Sue, just so you know, the door is always open here at CWS. Wildcat Kitty Richards with some kicks and some elbow strikes here to Aerial Wrestler, and the leg sweep takes you down. Folks, I'm just going to give you a quick preview of the Violent Night 2 pay-per-view. Remember, come back every Tuesday night for Tombstone TV. And we are, of course, Championship Wrestling Series. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, then what are you waiting for? Kitty drops Aerial face first onto that turnbuckle pad with the really cool Newcastle logo on it. See that there? That's pretty dancing, isn't it? Aerial gets punched to her lower back and Kitty goes behind. Big back breaker there from the Wildcat Kitty Richards. And the CWS countdown clock appears on the screen. And Kitty looking to eliminate Aerial, but Aerial lifts the knee, launches herself back into the ring, and we've got a 3, 2, 1 on the clock. And who is third in this one? Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Lady Starshine, the woman that won Contenders 11, the inaugural CWS Women's Champion, the woman that lost her title to Aerial Wrestler after a measly 12 days or something. The Lady Starshine, former tag team women's champ and world women's champ and women's contender. She's done it all. The mother of the Starshine Kid, although I don't know if they're even on the best terms right now, with all the drama around the Cosmic Alliance and their enemies. Oh, Kitty goes for a clothesline to the back, but I'm not sure what happened there, but there was an arm drag involved anyway. Aerial with a lovely aerial moonsault and just took everyone out. Lady Starshine, the biggest woman in the matchup, the veteran. With the big forearm shot to the top of the head here of Aerial, and Kitty, 2 feet to the face, and Lady Starshine falls back. This is chaos, ladies and gentlemen. Aerial with Kitty up, and my God, look at that, just dropping Kitty in the back of her head on Aerial's knee. Aerial with the spine buster to the Lady Starshine, and takes her down. Aerial dragging the Lady Starshine over the ropes, looking to eliminate the... And she doesn't. It's as if she just allowed her into the matchup. Oh my God, Kitty with that super kick to the Lady Starshine. As if to say, why didn't you take your opportunities here, guys? Now Kitty gets taken down with the around the world head scissors from Aerial Wrestler, and the fourth combatant to this matchup being counted down to right now. Lady Starshine over the top. Aerial with that slingshot stunner, and the Lady Starshine's been eliminated. She is not going back to back at contenders. Ladies and gentlemen, who is fourth in this one? I missed him. It's Misfortune. The Lady Starshine has had the unfortunate circumstance of being eliminated from this bout. Lady Starshine, how do you feel about your performance here tonight? And what's going on between you and the Cosmic Alliance? No? No comment. Very, very interesting. We got some ringside interviews here at CWS The Odd Time, folks, where we can try to uncover what's going on in the professional and personal lives of the combatants and athletes here that work at CWS. I'm very intrigued as to see what's going on with the Cosmic Alliance. Whatever happened with Sunbeam, we saw earlier in action tonight, the 5th ever survivor, and he lost that matchup earlier against Jackson Gage Harris. That Violent Night 2 card is starting to stack up, isn't it, folks? Killian Curse, Prince Toro for the Light Heavyweight Championship. Los Bestias Locas, that's Loco and Pantera Roa Dos, will be challenging the tag team champs, whoever that may be. Wanda Curse defending her title against the winner of this bout. Wildcat Kitty Richards just got eliminated from Misfortune. The Dancer Sisters will be in action defending their tag team titles. Who will they be against? We know that Garen Noon will be taking on Tiernan Og. No titles on the line in that one. Just pride. And Ariel looking to eliminate Misfortune, but she doesn't get that done. Totally Not Mark will be in action defending the Internet's Championship. We will have the winner of the world's title matchup between Moonbeam Jr. and Tiago K. Oliveira will also be defending against the upcoming contender, which will be decided in the upcoming weeks here on Tombstone TV. And many more bouts. I have no doubt in my mind about it. We promised you the 12 matches of Christmas, and we honor our promises here, CWS. There'll also be a whole new Future Shot briefcase holder by the end of tonight. The winner of that Elimin8r titular main event. Maybe they'll cash in it by the night. We saw that happen last year when Dragon, one contenders, went on to challenge Major Traction, the then champion. It was announced to be a Hell in a Cell match, and then while the show was on the air, Ultimo Thunder, longtime rival of Dragon Noir and Future Shot briefcase holder, cashed in, making that Hell in a Cell match a triple threat. Could we see something like that happen again this year? Violent Night? We'll have to watch on and find out. Now Ren and Misfortune taking Aerial Wrestler to task with that double suplex, and immediately Ren then turns on Misfortune, dropping the elbow across the chest, and Ren now eating a belly full of elbows as Misfortune drives the point of that arm into Ren's midsection. And it looks like Misfortune was looking for another elimination, but Ren got the knees up and connected with Misfortune. And now, look at the strength of Ren, former women's champ. And now Ren getting launched over the top here by Ariel, and gets shoved off and away. Ren, the third ever women's champ, defeated Aerial Wrestler for that belt. No love lost here between those two. CWS countdown clock appears on screen another time, and it's Sunny Bay! Sunny Bay make her way to the ring. Former tag team champion, one half of the women's tag team, the Sunset Connection. Companion to the former men's contender, Rocky Beach. Immediately Ariel drops Sunny with some high octane offense. And look at Ren eliminating Misfortune with ease. Up on the shoulders and over the top right ropes and outside to the floor. Ren now targeting Ariel. Is Ren looking for a second back-to-back and elimination here? Sunny Bay watching on, and Sunny Bay's getting involved in it. Sunny and Ren just eliminate Ariel. Just like that, and they nearly clipped the dynamic cam out of the sky. Ren with a belly-to-belly, planting Sunny Bay. Big right hand turned her inside out. Ren now, the exact opposite, now that I think about it, of Sunny Bay. Ren is like an angry emo baby. And Sunny Bay with the cheeriest disposition, potentially, in all of CWS. Sunny Bay with the point of the elbow into the top of the head of Ren. And now whipping Ren off the rope. She bounces. Oh, she does an over the top rope, and looks like Sunny was going to spear Ren between the ropes. Ren saw it coming and lifted the knee to the face, and now Sunny's locked in this chokehold. But even if Ren submits, it doesn't matter. She can't win the matchup like this, Sunny. Ren whips Sunny off the ropes, bounces back this time, drop down, and goes for the arm drag, but Sunny evades it. We've seen how effective arm drags could be used here in CWS. We saw Pete Boggs pick up a massive win, probably the biggest win in his career actually, earlier tonight, off of a hip toss. This is a shoot, brother. You're always just one big move away from winning a matchup here in CWS. There's no one behind the scenes here dictating wins and losses. This is simulated shoot combat. Jazz Dancer in next. Sidewalk slam here to Sunny. All of the women in the ring right now actually are predominantly tag wrestlers. Ren of the team, Ratchet and Ren, who saw Ratchet Riley Rose in singles action earlier tonight. Sunny Bay in the team, Sunset Connection that I previously mentioned. And obviously, Jazz Dancer doing double duty tonight, folks. After wrestling in that tag match earlier against the team of the Force Awakens, Jazz is one half of the CWS Women's Tag Team Champions. Interesting that she's gone for this solo opportunity as well. If Jazz wins, she'll have to wrestle twice at Violent Night, which I don't think Private Dancer will be too thrilled with. I know Private Dancer went for contendership in the past, but never as a champ to my knowledge. Ren now absolutely just bodied Jazz, but picking Sunny onto the shoulders, and Sunny escaping with some elbows and some kicks, and Sunny with the DDT just dropped Ren on the top of her head, and now Jazz and Sunny have the opportunity here to get rid of Ren. Sunny launches Ren over the top, and they're running hip attack, and Ren is out. We got Sunny, we got Jazz, and big back body drop, and Sunny Bay hits hard. Jazz standing tall and dropping those golden heels on the chest, and the back is Sunny. Back and forth this thing goes here at the Elimin8r 2. We are in Newcastle upon Tyne, England. The home of North Wrestling, of course. The home of Cultaholic and Alan Shearer, as well as Anton Deck, Biker Grove. I don't really know much about Newcastle other than I'm uncultured swine. Look. Next up in this bad, folks, is none other than El Dorado. El Dorado, folks. Another two-time women's contender. El Dorado, a two-time women's champ as well. And she just got DDT down to the top of her head. Spiked, if you will, by Sunny Bay. Dropping the kicks across the top of the head. El Dorado gets hip attacked out of the match, and Sunny is just taking no prisoners here. Goes for the clothesline, Jazz evades it, and Jazz is looking for the major power bomb here on Sunny Bay, and this will get rid of your Sunny disposition. Major power bomb, Sunny flattened. Jazz looking for the twerky, worky moonsault thing she does. Not sure how I feel about that one, to be honest. But Jazz now whipping Sunny off the ropes. Sunny goes over the top, and Jazz measuring. Jazz somewhat surprisingly allowing Sunny back into the ring. And Sunny with the shoulder tackle taking Jazz down. Stomped at the back, and Sunny Bay talking trash here to Jazz Dancer. Not sure that's the wisest move. Talking trash to one half of the women's tag team champions. But then again, folks, maybe Sunny's shooting her shot not just at the world title, but for the women's tag team opportunity at Violent Night. Who knows? Could we get Sunset Connection versus the Dancer Sisters? Jazz now answering back to Sunny's offense here. And bounces the head of Sunny off that turnbuckle post. Jazz looking to eliminate Sunny, and the CWS countdown clock appears on screen again. 3, 2, 1. Who is coming down next, folks? It's Ratchet Riley Rose, the tag team partner of Ren, the woman who lost the CWS title matchup earlier tonight. The woman who won Contenders last month, Contenders 11. I think earlier I said the lady Starshine won the last one. She actually won Contenders 10 in the women's division. It was Ratchet Riley Rose who won the 11th one, her most recent one. She wrestled twice tonight, just like Jazz Dancer, but unluckily for Ratchet, she wasn't as lucky as Jazz. Ratchet Riley Rose watching on now as Sunny knocking Jazz over the top rope, but Jazz is holding on. Gets back into the ring. Ratchet with a deadlift power bomb here to Sunny Bay, and she connects with it. Jazz and a boot to the face of Ratchet Riley Rose. The Feminine Reaper gets dropped and rocked, and Jazz stomping the golden heels on the back of the head here. Sunny Bay drops that elbow, and a second one, and a third elbow. Jazz is just dancing her way to victory here, folks. Stomping the back of the arm here. The point of that heel as well. That's offensive. Riley clubbing away at the back of Jazz's head here with those blows. And Ratchet Riley Rose picks her up and a deadlift powerbomb again. Jazz taken down, running hip attack in the corner. Sunny not in the best place. Is Ratchet Riley Rose about to go back to back at contenders? Look at this deadlift, belly. My God. Picking her up and slamming down, suplex style. Ratchet now whipping Sunny into the corner, but my God, major clothesline. Jazz, dancer, lying in wait. Clothesline the head off of the feminine Reaper, and Ratchet goes over the top rope. Running hip attack. Jazz eliminates Ratchet Riley Rose. Ratchet suffers defeat twice tonight. Jazz just eliminated Sunny Bay as well. And folks, in at number 10, the last woman in the matchup, it's Anaconda representing Las Bestias Locas, and she just dropped Jazz face first onto that top turnbuckle. Are Las Bestias Locas really going to challenge for the Light Heavyweight Championship, the Tag Team Championships, and the Women's Championship all on the same show, folks? That's what's going to happen if Anaconda picks up the victory here tonight, but Hannah just ate that golden boot to that face. And folks, it's down to these two. Either Anaconda contends, or Jazz will be defending the Tag Team titles and challenging for the Heavyweight Women's Championship at the same show. Hannah caught Jazz by the hair and just whipped her around the ring. Hannah whipping Jazz off the ropes again and picks her up. Oh my God, look at this. Choke, slam, Anaconda vice locked in. Anaconda, the only athlete in CWS history to go back to back at Contenders bouts 2 months in a row. Absolutely unheard of. And on top of that, Anaconda is a former World's Women's Champion as well. Jazz has never held singles gold here in CWS. Currently on her third reign of the Tag Team titles. Is Jazz going to hold 2 belts at once? I mean, folks, that hasn't happened in CWS yet either. No one's held 2 different titles at the same time. Is Jazz Dancer really going to be the first to do it? Or can Anaconda become the first woman to win 3 contenders matches? Jazz whipping Hannah, and Hannah reverses it. Jazz now gets picked up on a big Samoan drop. Anaconda dropping Jazz, big right hand over the top of the head, and now Anaconda in total control. Whipping Jazz, Jazz going over the top rope and straight out to the floor. Anaconda does it, folks. Los Bestias Locals are challenging for the Light Heavyweight Championship at Violent Night, their Tag Team Championships at Violent Night, and now for the Women's World Title at Violent Night 2. Saturday, 21st of December, folks. Mark your calendars. Las Bestias Locas might be taking over the world of CWS. Who will Las Bestias Locas be facing at Violent Night, folks? You're going to find out next as the Platinum Kings take on Lock and Load and the Grim Reapers in a 3-way Tag Team Reapers Rules matchup, folks. We'll know what stipulation is on the match by the time the Reapers get to the ring, but no sooner than that. Come back, folks, the 8th matchup on our card, that 3-way tag match. It's coming up right here next. Don't go anywhere. Gentlemen, this is Elimin8r 2. We're live to tape in Newcastle upon Tyne. It's the 23rd of November as we're recording this. I think, probably. We'll get around that. Our next show, Violent Night 2. Saturday, 21st of December. The 12 matches of Christmas, the most extreme and violent night of the CWS calendar is coming up, folks. Which team will be the Tag Team Champions next month? who will be defending the titles from Los Bestias Locas? Will it be this team? On your left, the Platinum Kid, and on your right, Carlos Reyes, the team of the Platinum Kings. These guys have so much history with the Grim Reapers. If you remember, folks, way back, it was like episode 43, Tombstone TV, Wrench M, the then heavyweight champion of the world, issued a challenge to Platinum Kid for the main event for the world's title. And Wrench demolished the Kid, leaving the Kid out of action for over 20 weeks of action here. He returned to action, taking out Tommy Twerk Thompson, trying to challenge for those tag titles, defeating Torque and Gage in a tag team cage match alongside his partner, Carlos Reyes. They've been doing battle with Reapers ever since. And recently, Lock and Load became the #1 contenders for the Grim Reapers Championships. Lock and Load have their own battles here with the Reapers for many, many years. And in a tag team Hell in a Cell, the first ever tag team Hell in a Cell match, the Reapers picked up the victory, but the match was so good, so compelling, that management booked Lock and Load to challenge the Reapers again. And then, folks, a cage match between the Grim Reapers and the Platinum Kings, in which Motor and Wrench failed to make it to the venue because we found out later the Platinum Kid actually slashed the tires of their bikes. They ended up facing Gage and Tommy Twerk Thompson instead, and the Platinum Kings picked up the victory, allowing them to be added to this title match. Bobby Locke and Tom E. Load fuming with that. But here they are, Bobby Locke on your left, Tom E. Load on your right, the team of Lock and Load. This is their 20th tag match as well, folks. They're making their way to the ring here tonight. 10 wins, 9 losses. Platinum Kings with 3 wins and 2 losses. In the 20th tag match of their career, will Lock and Load become the tag team champions? And remember, folks, the winner of this goes to Violent Night to defend the championships against Los Bestias Locas. Loco Azul and Pantera Rojados, looking to become 2-time tag team champs of the world. But before Violent Night, we have Elimin8r 2. Which of these teams is going to be your men's world tag team champions? And folks, we still have no idea, I promise you, what stipulation is attached to this match. Remember that when the Reapers are the champions in their division, they get to pick the stipulation. And I have no idea what's floating around here. Nothing in the ether there is to give away what type of match this might be. None whatsoever. Lock and Load look ready, and the Platinum Kings are waiting. Fans in attendance are eagerly awaiting the arrival here of the men's tag team champions of the world. And here they are, folks. On your right, the man they call Motor, and on your left, Wrench M, former heavyweight champion tag team champs. But where are the titles, folks? Wrench is pointing up. Wrench is saying he's going to climb the ladder to success. What does that mean? Wiping their feet on the apron and getting into the ring here. The Grim Reapers are ready. Motor signaling their 2 fingers because he is a 2-time champion. Previously held the titles with Tommy Twerk Thompson of the Grim Reapers, and now he's holding them with Wrench M. Wrench and Motor are your CWS men's tag team champions. And folks, I'm getting word in my ear. Would you believe it? It's going to be a 3-way ladder match for those tag team titles, and the referee rings the bell. The belts are actually hanging over the ring. Would you believe that? Bobby Locke launched to the outside. And the Reapers both going outside to Bobby Locke here. And the Platinum Kid in the middle of the ring here, picking up Load for a running power bomb, and he levels him like that. Wrench hears that ladder in action and goes to challenge Carlos Reyes. And it looks like the Reapers are going to work together here, isolating individual members of their opponent's teams. Oh my God, just dropping Carlos Reyes on his head onto that ladder. You remember, folks, just this week on Tombstone TV, each of these 6 men ended up having individual singles matches, trying to see what kind of advantage there was to be gotten out of that. Carlos Reyes defeated Tom E. Load. Wrench defeated Bobby Locke, and the man they call Motor defeated the Platinum Kid. That's right, folks. The tag team champions, the Reapers, defeated their opponents in both singles matches. You've got to think the momentum is on the side of the Reapers. Although they don't have to be involved at all in the finish of this one. There's no pinfalls. I mean, they chose it this way. You just have to get to the top of the ladder and pull down that championship above the ring. Dynamic Arm showing that belt up there, and Platinum Kid with that uppercut to the back of the head of Bobby Locke. Meanwhile, outside in the ring, Motor just gets DDT'd and dropped onto that chair, and Carlos Reyes taking the fight to wrench over the top rope on that side of the floor and dropping him. And here the Platinum Kid giving chase to Wrench M. This is what the fans want to see. Not that dropkick, that was shocking. And Bobby Locke stealing the moment from the fans here, scooping up Platinum Kid and dropping him. Meanwhile, in the ring, Reyes with that power bomb to Motor. Oh my god, over the top rope and inside to the floor. And onto the steel chair. Motor's head hit the floor hard. Carlos Reyes with that vicious streak. He was told he couldn't challenge the Reapers until Kid got back, and now he's back. And on the attack, how is Motor standing after that power bomb to the outside? The Reapers, say what you want about them, but they have been through hell. Remember, Wrench fell through the cell, Motor went through the cell, and they still won that matchup last month at the Masquerade Brawl in the semi-main event. Reyes just dropping the ladder onto Tom E. Load. Running Bulldog there to Motor, and he rocks him, and Wrench now targeting the leg of the Platinum Kid outside in the floor. Folks, I know this is all about pulling down the titles, but anytime that Wrench and the Kid go at each other, I want to watch it, because Wrench and the Platinum Kid is the money for me. Reyes from the top, a senton, a sit-out leg drop, senton thingy, onto Load, onto that ladder. And now, meanwhile, speaking of ladders, the Platinum Kid setting up another ladder bridge. We also saw Marshall Harts, but Pete Boggs through one of these earlier. Between the table there and the apron, and the Kid just ran knee or face first into Reggie's knee. No, not again, not a Grim Pedigree. This is how he injured him last time. The Grim Pedigree and all of the sledgehammer shots from Wrench. And now meanwhile, Carlos Reyes doesn't know the Kid is down, and he's going fighting Load on the top of this ladder. Motor looking to push both men off, and Wrench goes for the knee. Kid goes for the drop kick. Neither man connect, and Wrench tosses the Kid into the steel steps on the outside. Meanwhile, in the ring, Load whipped Motor into that corner post. And Wrench up on the shoulders of the Platinum Kid, and my god, look at that for that dieback. He spun it. He spun the life out of him and dropped him. Where did the Kid find the strength for that one? Motor with the powerbomb to Tom E. Load onto that ladder. And folks, there's, to my count, at least 4 ladders in this one so far. Wrench and the Kid going toe to toe, blow for blow outside on the floor here. Wrench getting dragged and tossed around. Reyes and Bobby Locke going at it. And meanwhile in the ring, the man they call Motor climbing the ladder. The ladder to success, looking to reclaim his titles. This is what they wanted. Add chaos to the situation. Load now getting into the ring. Load looking to target. He's watching as Motor's pulling away at the titles. Reyes stirring. Kid back in the ring. And Motor with the Uranage off the top to Tommy Load. And the Kid knocks the ladder down and targets the leg, and Motor here. Fans in attendance here shouting, "This is awesome. Thanks, Newcastle, I really appreciate it." Bobby Locke whipped to the outside. Motor whipped to the outside, and Carlos Reyes in the ring on his own. And Platinum Kid again. Now Kendo stick in hand, looking to give chase here to Wrench. But Reyes playing interference. And the Kid again just getting tossed around here by Wrench M. Load now looking to climb the ladder, but the Platinum Kid finds himself in the ring. Ladder set up. Load whips the Kid into the corner and runs into the corner with a big elbow. And Motor and Reyes going at it. The Kid's been busted open by Tom E. Load. And look at that variation of Uranagi here. on Bobby Locke, and now Tom E. Load. He's up top. People have forgotten about him. Load is up top in his 20th tag team matchup. Locke and Load looking to become the tag team champions for the first time ever. And they do it, folks. The Grim Reapers lose the titles. They're so focused on the Platinum Kings. And can ya believe it, folks? Locke and Load, OG roster members, they've been here since the start, folks. And they're now your men's tag team champions of the world. They were furious that the Platinum Kings were even involved in the matchup. Is this the revenge that they wanted against the MC known as the Grim Reapers? Or will we hear more about it in the future CWS? We know that at Violent Night, Locke and Load will be defending those very titles against Los Bestias Locas. And folks, that is a match that I'm really, really excited for. That Violent Night card is starting to take shape, folks. But who's going to be the heavyweight champion at Violent Night? Find out with me, folks, as the semi-main event is coming up right here now. We're going to have Moonbeam Jr., our current contender, the 16th men's contender for the world title, taking on the now champion, Thiago K. Oliveira, the Brazilian stallion. The Eliminator 2 pay-per-view in Newcastle upon Tyne, England. We're live to tape, folks. This is your semi-main event of the evening, and it's a singles match set for one fall, and it is for the CWS World's Heavyweight Championship. Fans in attendance know what's coming here, folks, as the contender, the 16th men's contender, makes his way to the ring alongside his group, the Cosmic Alliance. In the front right here, it's none other than Moonbeam Jr. headed to the ring now, folks, with 5 wins and 5 losses to his record. This is his 11th singles ranked matchup, and flanking him as usual, the Starshine Kid in the back left, Ozone back right, and in the very back, Moonbeam Jr.'s own father, the original Moonbeam, Moonbeam Originales, Moonbeam Sr. Call him what you will, but tonight you better call him proud daddy, because his son Moonbeam Jr., who wasn't even in the top 20 ranked athletes here at CWS at the start of the month, he won a fatal 4-way to get that 20th spot. He then defeated the former heavyweight champion of the world, Lobo Azul, to get into the contenders match to qualify, and then in the contenders match he defeated former champion Garen Noon to eliminate him last and become the #1 contender for the title. And folks, he was challenged, Tiernan Ogie tagged with him, and then this man, TKO, cashed in the Future Shop briefcase and stripped Tiernan of that title with more help from Garen Noon. And this is the first time we're seeing TKO, the Brazilian stallion, with the world title around his waist, with a brand new blue strap he's wearing across his midrib. This is TKO, Thiago K. Oliveira, the now world's heavyweight champion. He is a 2-time contender in his own right, and he is the 9th linear champion here for that belt. The pride of CWS is on the line here tonight, folks. Which man will be holding the title by the end of the night? This is our semi-main event, folks, because of course when Thiago cashed in that Future Shot briefcase, it meant that the briefcase went back to management, and management decided to put that on the line tonight in our main event, the Eliminator matchup. 8-man match. Tiernan not going to be here tonight. Garen Noon not going to be here tonight. And you take Junior out of the contenders bout, it leaves us with 8 men who had qualified for contenders. Obviously minus Junior, minus Garen Noon. The 8 remaining guys, they are headed to the Eliminator. That's 8 main eventers in one matchup, folks, as we prepare The ref presents both men with the belt they're fighting for. Let me run down the Eliminator. Cara Del Diablo, former heavyweight champion. Zachary Evans, the former IC champion. Travis Savage Sanchez, former IC champion. Prince Toro, former contender, winner. Mo Money. Hiro Satoshi, the longest ever light heavyweight champion. Moonbeam Originales. And the inaugural heavyweight champion of the world, Major Attraction. But first, folks, before that matchup, we have Moonbeam Jr. whipping TKO off the ropes. Look at that massive leapfrog and across body, and he just took him down. TKO must have infuriated Moonbeam Jr. earlier this week, folks, when he cashed in that briefcase. Moonbeam, after the Cinderella story of qualifying and thinking he had Tiernan for this matchup, got a cover off of that clothesline to the back of the head one, and Moonbeam kicks out. Moonbeam was scouting Tiernan all month, folks, thinking if he was lucky enough to get the matchup, at least he knew who his opponent was going to be. And then at the final hurdle, folks, TKO upset the apple cart after Moonbeam had even teamed with Tiernan Og. And Garen's nefarious plan to get the title off of Tiernan. It's as if Garen said, if I can't have it, I don't want you to have it either. So it's like him and TKO might have been in cahoots, them and Pete Boggs. Because after a tag match between Garen and his tag team partner Pete Boggs, nothing seemed out of the ordinary, folks, with Garen and Pete teaming up. A little unusual that they challenged the champion of the world, Tiernan Og, and the contender Moonbeam Jr. to a match. They're not a team by any stretch of the imagination, but considering Garen has had a rivalry with Tiernan, and because Moonbeam eliminated Garen from the contenders match, it did make a bit of sense. And Pete being in there, being the tag partner of Garen, that all made sense. But then when Moonbeam Jr. won the matchup for his team, and it was announced that TKO was going to cash in his Future Shop briefcase after a 20-minute grueling tag match Tiernan had already been through, he never really stood a chance in that one, did he? And when you add in the fact that Garen was announced as the guest ref, there we have the Cosmic Corkscrew Elbow and the 1, 2, not even a 2 count. TKO gets the shoulder up. We were suspicious, folks, but Garen was announcing rope breaks before pins were even applied, and Tiernan lost his championship. And folks, now Moonbeam and TKO. This should have been Moonbeam's pay-per-view main event, but the match just doesn't have quite the stature that it would have if it was Moonbeam and Tiernan or Garen and Tiernan, would it? So management have shuffled the card, and we've decided that with the Future Shop briefcase in play, and because we don't want it to be cashed in already tonight, folks. Imagine it had opened the show and someone decided to cash in at the end of the show already. Now this is a safer for the reign of the champion. That the Eliminator goes on after this matchup. Give the champs the chance to get out of the building for one. Ref count up to 7. Moonbeam's going to want to get back into the ring to break that count. Ref count up to 8. Moonbeam gets in, but if TKO gets counted out, then TKO makes back into the ring. He would have had the champion's advantage. He could have just taken advantage of that. Handspring, back, elbow, and Moonbeam Jr. just took TKO down. Moonbeam, neck breaker to TKO, and the Cosmic Alliance watching on as Moonbeam Jr. is taking this MMA man to task. Moonbeam Originales, can we get a quick interview while you watch your son in a world's title match? What does this mean to you? Corkscrew again, you're right, we got to get in there for the fall. 1, 2, and TKO gets the shoulder up again, folks. Moonbeam, back to you. What do you think? Sorry, Mr. Originales, as you were saying, you are a proud father tonight. And even more, Sunbeam lost. Very classy, Moonbeam Originales. TKO with the sleeper throw. That's how we won the title. We've got the 1, 2, and the shoulder up. Moonbeam Jr. gets the shoulder up. Ozone, what do you think about your friend's chances here tonight? You think he's going to do it? Good man, Ozone, and Starshine Kid, your longtime tag partner, Moonbeam Jr. is now challenging for the World Heavyweight title before your very eyes. You agree with Ozone? Fantastic stuff there, Starshine Kid. Thank you, Cosmic Alliance, for your time. Ozone up on the apron here, offering a bit of a distraction, but no, from the top, the elbow drop to the outside, and TKO drops the elbow across the chest of Moonbeam Jr. in the biggest match of his career, folks. World Heavyweight title on the line. As proud as one could be, surely And he just tosses TKO over to that barricade here where we're advertising Violent Night 2, folks. Which of these men is going to be the champion of the world by the time we get to Violent Night 2 on Saturday, December 21st. Standing moonsault there from Moonbeam Jr. And now Moonbeam getting back into the ring again. Rest count up to 8. Is TKO going to get counted out? No, Junior. Oh my God, with the somersault sent on to the outside. What a stylish way to break up the count and force the referee to start counting again at 1. Throwing caution to the wind here. Moonbeam Jr. is one of the craziest men in the cosmos. Standing moonsaults, somersaults from the top. This guy can do it all. And TKO's never really been in battles like this before. He's been in shoot fights all his life, but the flips out of nowhere is new to him. The running cutter here. That running cosmic cutter from Moonbeam Jr. He thinks he has him. He's tossed TKO back into the ring. TKO getting back to his feet. Moonbeam. No. TKO leaping to the shoulders of Moonbeam and takes him down with the shoot Hurricane Rana, answering back with some high flying flippy stuff of his own. He evades that big cosmic back elbow and the fists of fury that he dropped on Tiernan just this past Tuesday. He's just dropped one on Moonbeam. TKO battered and bloodied, is already bleeding blood from his own face. And Moonbeam Jr. now up on top of the belly from the top, and Moonbeam gets squashed, and that might be it, folks. 1, 2, and Junior kicks out. The Cosmic Alliance on the outside have the fans pumped up, chanting, "This is awesome." The Tombstoners in the arena chanting, "This is awesome." And the disrespect of TKO. Not even to powerbomb the man himself, but to let gravity do it. Swinging the legs up, TKO stalking him, looking for that sleeper one more time, and this time the sleeper submission locked in, center of the ring. Junior's got nowhere to go, and that's it, folks. Moonbeam Jr. just passed out in the main event of the Elimin8r 2, and TKO's ploy, his plan has worked. The Brazilian Stallion won the championship this week, and he's just successfully defended the title for the first time. Moonbeam Jr., no shade, no shame. In the biggest matchup of your career, you put on a heck of a showing. And TKO just reached his 10th win with a massive victory here, folks. This has been a hell of a show so far, and the night is not over. There is one match left on the card, that 8-man Elimin8r match exclusively here at CWS. Folks, you're going to get to see Mo Money, Cara Del Diablo, Zachary Evans, Hero Satoshi, Travis the Savage Sanchez, Moonbeam Originales, Major Attraction, and Prince Toro all in action next here at the Elimin8r 2 pay-per-view. How is Moonbeam Originales' headspace going to be? He just saw his own son pass out at the hands of the champ. Is that going to motivate Moonbeam Originales to get the Future Shop briefcase and to challenge TKO for that? Who knows, folks? I'm running away with myself. One of those men is going to have the Future Shop briefcase by the end of the night, which means they can cash in for a World Heavyweight Championship match at a time and place of their choosing. We saw TKO use it to his advantage. We've seen Tiernan Oak use it to his advantage. We've seen Loco Lobo Azul use it to his advantage, and Ultimo Thunder less so, but he still did it last year at Violent Night. Will something like that play out again at Violent Night 2 or beforehand? Who knows? Folks, don't go anywhere. The main event's coming up right here next. This is our 8th. Hello everybody, and welcome back to your main event of the Elimin8r 2 pay-per-view. My name is Bullet Bun Awesome. I'm still the voice of all things Championship Wrestling Series. Thank you for sticking with us and making it here to the last match on the show. This is the 8-man Elimin8r. Introducing first, this is Travis the Savage Sanchez. He is representing the team of the Savage Hearts, former Intercontinental Champion. Travis would love to become the heavyweight champion of CWS. He's previously been the world's champion in a professional virtual boxing company that is yet to be named. But Travis has transitioned seamlessly into the world of virtual wrestling, into simulated shoot combat, under the expert tutelage of his good friend Marshall Hartz. He does the damage, he is the savage. This is an 8-man eliminator matchup, folks. With the feature shot briefcase on the line, the winner of this will get a title shot for the World's Championship whenever they want. We've seen that used to great effect here in the past year in CWS. Most recently at the hands of Thiago K. Oliveira. And folks, in second in this one, it's the Golden Ace of CWS. Former Intercontinental Champion as well. This is Mr. Zachary Evans. There's no love lost between Zach Evans and Travis the Savage Sanchez. A lot of history there between these two. And as Zach makes his way down to the ring, folks, I want to tell you all about the upcoming episode of Tombstone TV this Tuesday night, episode 69. Nice. And on that show, we're going to have 4 singles matches between some guys who wouldn't normally be in contention for contenders qualification matches, folks, but this month is a little different. Seeing as so many matches have been booked for the Violent Night pay-per-view on Saturday 21st of December, anyone who's already booked for a match will not be in contention. The waters have been muddied here recently in CWS, and we're just trying to clear that stream. So if you've already got a match on the show, you will not be in contenders. And we already know that Garen versus Tiernan Og, that's been booked for the show, so neither one of those men, although they are in the top 20 rankings, they will not be in contention. The world of CWS is getting shaken up by some recent actions and decisions here in CWS. In third in this non-ranked match, that's why I'm not giving anybody's win-loss records, folks. It's not relevant right now. This is Moonbeam Originales representing the Cosmic Alliance, and he just watched his own son pass out here in the semi-main event, the World's Heavyweight title matchup at the hands of TKO. Surely Moonbeam Originales, Moonbeam Senior, the original Moonbeam, he would love to be the man to hold Future Shot briefcase and potentially cash that in on TKO and take the title from him as an act of revenge. Moonbeam Originales is here, folks. So anyway, back to this Tuesday night's show, folks. Tommy Torque Thompson takes on Bruce Manor. Winner of that goes to a contenders qualification bout. Fabian Nils will take on Dr. Dermot Allergy. Lord and Xavier versus Matt Wrestler, and Sunbeam, formerly of the Cosmic Alliance, son of Moonbeam Originales, will take on Parker St. James, who was unsuccessful in his Internet Championship matchup earlier tonight, folks, but the 4 of those matches winners will go to contenders qualifiers. Back to this show, folks. Cara Del Diablo, one half of Carastelas Muerte, is making his way to the ring right now. He's a former World Heavyweight Champion, former main event player here in CWS. If you'll remember back 1 month, we didn't have a contenders match to determine the number 1 contender for the championship for Wrench's then title. We had 2 5-man battle royals, and it was actually Moonbeam Originales and Cara Del Diablo that won those 5-man battle royals. They went out of a triple threat match with Wrench M, which Cara Del Diablo pinned Wrench, became the world's heavyweight champion. Diablo and Moonbeam Originales back in the ring together again. And on Tuesday night's Tombstone TV, folks, we'll also have a 5-man battle royal. Speaking of 5-man battle royals, we're going to have Eli Valentine, Electro, Theon Castle, Wayne Manor, and Cara Demiedo. In a 5-man battle royal, the winner of that will take up the last qualification match spot. On that show, folks, we will also have, these matches have just been announced by management. Motor of the Grim Reapers will take on Carlos Reyes of the Platinum Kings as well. Partners will be banned from ringside there. Management want things to die down between Wrench and the Platinum Kid a minute. But after the Reapers losing their titles here earlier tonight to the team of Lock and Load, it kind of frees up that grudge match between the Reapers and the Platinum Kings. So finally going to get some action there. We're going to start that off with Motor versus Carlos Reyes. And then in the main event, folks, this match has just been announced. We're going to have Tiernan Og, the former World Heavyweight Champion, teaming with this month's contender, Moonbeam Jr., who just lost earlier tonight. He will be in action on Tuesday night against Garen Noon, the man that screwed both of them over, and Thiago K. Oliveira, the current World Heavyweight Champion. So folks, that is all going to happen this week on Tombstone TV. The Contenders qualification bouts then will start the following week, and they'll run into the week after, and then we'll have Contenders 17 the week after that, and folks, then we are truly right next to the Violent Night 2. This man making his way to the ring right now, he's an absolute American patriot. This guy's your inaugural CWS World Heavyweight Champion, longest reigning heavyweight champ in the history of Championship Wrestling Series. This is Major Attraction, the man that really needs no introduction. He has never won a Contenders bout. He's never held the Future Shock briefcase, but he did have the Future Shock briefcase cashed in on him by Ultimo Thunder and by Loco Lobo Azul. Major would love a shot at the World's Champion. He'd love to be the champ of this company yet again. He's a major attraction. Do you know what I mean? Next up into this matchup, he's representing the tag team of the Money Lovers. A lot of history here between this guy and Moonbeam Originales. For sure, this is Mo Money. Mo Money making his way down to the ring, folks. This is his first pay-per-view main event. Mo Money, it will be a bit of a dark horse, a wild card, if you will, in being the man to carry the Future Shot briefcase, but we absolutely can't rule him out. Stranger things have happened in the city of Newcastle upon Tyne, England. Could this man be the next man to hold the Future Shot briefcase, maybe cash that in, an opportunity that suits him, and become the heavyweight world's champion? Stranger things have happened. So folks, quickly gonna run down Tuesday Night Show one more time. Tommy Torque Thompson versus Bruce Manor. Baby Nils versus Dr. Dermot Allergy. Lord and Xavier versus Matt Wrestler. Sunbeam versus Parker St. James. Then that 5-man battle royal. Eli Valentine, Cara Miedo, Electro, Theon Castle, Wayne Manor. Winner of that gets a qualification bout. And then we're going to have a bit of a grudge match between Motor and Carlos Reyes. And then that tag team matchup, folks. Tiernan Oak teams with Moonbeam Jr. one more time versus Garen Noon and the heavyweight champion of the world, Thiago K. Oliveira. It's an absolutely stacked and interesting show here, folks, coming up this Tuesday, so join us on YouTube. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, then please do so. Leave your dream matches in the comment section down below. And speaking of dream matches, this man right here, there's many dream matches left for him on the show. This is Prince Toro, and he is representing Los Bestias Locas. This guy won Contenders 3, and he has booked his way to Violent Night already. He's going to have the Light Heavyweight Championship matchup against Killian Curse, our new Light Heavyweight Champion. Prince Toro will be the first test of Killian Curse's championship reign since Killian slayed the Dragon, put Dragon Noir down tonight. Toro, could he be the Future Shop briefcase holder and the Light Heavyweight Champion by the end of the year? That would be a first. Toro's partners, Pantera Roja Dos and Loco Lobo Azul, will also be challenging Lock and Load at Violent Night 2 for the tag team titles, and Anaconda will be challenging Wanda Curse for the women's championship. Stack night for Los Bestias Locas, and here we go, folks, all the way from Japan. This is Mr. Hiro Satoshi, the longest reigning light heavyweight champion of all time here in CWS. The man is undefeated apart from Dragon Noir, is the only man to actually beat him in ranked singles action. Hiro looking very serious right now. Usually there's a bit more of a pep in his step, but he understands the opportunity that lies before him. A chance for the Future Shop briefcase, a heavyweight title fight at a time and place of your choosing. That is priceless here in the world of CWS. And the referee rings the bell, and this thing starts off, folks, and it's gonna be chaos. Look at that, Travis immediately taken down. Major Attraction with the big spine buster. Mo with the power slam to Zach Evans, and Moonbeam Originales picking Mo Money out of the crowd just to drop kick him in the back. And look at that, my God, the Golden Ace just leveling Moonbeam Originales. Now turning his tide onto Zach. to Mo Money. My apologies. Mo now rolling to the outside. He's taking a minute. And Travis the Savage Sanchez, who absolutely despises Zach, the man that took the Intercontinental Championship from him. And he's just going after his arm here. Zach punching away. Hero targeting the leg here of Mo Money. This is absolutely chaos, folks, and this is an eliminator matchup. The last man in the matchup will determine the winner. And did you see Mo Money just front flip over the top rope and outside to the floor, taking a car at Del Diablo? 7 men must be eliminated, and these are all contenders, folks. These guys all qualified for the contenders match earlier this month. They're all in losing efforts. Massive splash. This bout is gonna be historic here. Prince Toro and targeting Major Attraction here on the outside. No love lost there. Remember back to the Eliminator pay-per-view last year, where Toro and Major Attraction were the main event. Technically, looked after a pile driver of a Major Attraction outside on the floor. Technically, this is the first time the two guys have main evented a pay-per-view opposed to each other. Sequentially, first Eliminator and now the second Eliminator. You've got Major Attraction and Prince Toro both in the main event, and this is just dawning on me right now, folks. Over here now, this is the problem with this match, folks. There's only one ref. Pins, submissions, they can happen. It's falls count anywhere. The ref has to have eyes in the back of their head. That's why this match is so entertaining to me. Because anything could be missed. You really have to get the guy down for 3 seconds, but the ref might not start the count immediately, as they might not see it. So this thing might go long. My God, look at this. Bear hug here from Zach Evans, a Major Attraction, fighting his way out of a big ear clapper. And then Diablo with the scoop power slam here to Moonbeam Originales, and the leg drop across the neck. Major Attraction with the pinfall on Zachary Evans, but Zach kicks out too. And while that was going on, the ref didn't even notice Hero had Prince Toro in a pinning predicament. So some of these guys might have visual losses in their match, folks, and the ref might not catch it. It might be clear to the audience and not clear to the ref, so this is where the chaos ensues. Mo Money again targeting Moonbeam, the man that's defeated him on multiple occasions in contenders qualifying matches. Mo sees red when Moonbeam Originales is around. And of course, folks, it's also no disqualification, so weapons are legal in this one. Diablo and Moonbeam Originales going at it in the center of the ring. Diablo, look at this, the leg kicks here. Moonbeam getting punched and kicked and turned around, and Diablo's got the devil locked in. He's got that devil locked in. His Moonbeam Originales going to tap out or pass out just like his son. And a golden powerbomb on the outside from Zachary Evans with the referee. Down for the count, we got the 1, 2, 3. Travis the Savage Sanchez, the first man eliminated. Who's the ref counting for here? 1. Hero with Toro in a pinfall predicament, and the referee took so long to see it, too long to get there. Travis the Savage Sanchez, you're not going to be the feature shot briefcase holder. How do you feel about this tonight? Who's your prediction to win? You don't care. You're coming for everyone? Brave words here from Travis the Savage Sanchez, who is unluckily the first man to be eliminated from this 8-man eliminator matchup. 7 men left. Moonbeam Originales has just destroyed Cara Del Diablo with that stop sign, and he's going for the cover on the former world champion, and no, Diablo kicks out. Trash can over the head from Toro to Major Attraction. Prince Toro would love to pin Major Attraction in the main event of an eliminator. Would this be revenge? Kick out at 1. Zach Evans just got hit with a corkscrew elbow, and in the middle of the ring, Moonbeam Originales with the Galactic Powerbomb. No, my God! Galactic Spinebuster onto the stop sign. Hero Satoshi. No! Hero connected with it, but he didn't land the pinfall because Prince Toro just eliminated Zachary Evans on the outside. And Mo Money with the power bomb onto the barricade. Prince Toro is down and the referee is giving chase here. And Toro kicks out at 1. Chin breaker in the middle of the ring. 6 men left. Diablo and Major Attraction. No love lost there. Hero with the pinfall on Mo Money on Moonbeam Originalis. The ref isn't here. Are you serious? Ladies and gentlemen on the outside. Diablo just made Major Attraction submit to the double lock. And Major Attraction is out of the main event of the Eliminator. He will not win the Future Shop briefcase. Toro taking the time to trash talk up the ramp. Can you believe it, ladies and gentlemen? Hero charges into the corner. Big elbow there to Moonbeam Originalis. And in the ring, Diablo kicking Mo down low, and he scooped him up with the Devil DDT driver. He's taking him down. Hero targeting Originalis. Oh, the ref just bumped Originalis, and Mo is down for the count. 1, 2, 3. Mo Money is out. We're down to Prince Toro, Cara del Diablo, Hero Sadoshi, Moonbeam Originalis. One of these 4, half of the original field. One of them is going to become the Future Shop briefcase holder. They're going to hold the briefcase for a championship opportunity. Hero is taken down by Prince Toro. 1, 2, and Hero kicks out. Diablo with the shoot Hurricane Rana, and he just took down Prince Toro. And Moonbeam lying in wait, scooping the Devil up, and he just dropped him across the top rope. And a massive cosmic clothesline there from Moonbeam Originalis, who's now getting the pinfall locked in on Toro. 2, 3. Prince Toro's been eliminated. Folks, he still has the light heavyweight title match at Violent Night to play for. Great showing there from Toro. Again, losing in the main event of an Eliminator pay-per-view. We're down to Hero Satoshi, Moonbeam Originalis, and Cara del Diablo. Mo Money, how do you feel after your performance here tonight? Who's your prediction to win? Diablo? Diablo's Mo's pick? You heard it here first, folks. Massive German suplex here on the outside from Moonbeam Originalis, who's standing tall over both men. Moonbeam's been here before. He has looked championship opportunity in the eye before, and he's just got, kicked low, and Diablo took his time. Diablo just turning Moonbeam around, whipping him into the barricades here, and Diablo now with that Hurricane Rana, and he just took him out. Prince Toro, how do you feel after your performance here tonight? Who's your chance to win? Who do you think is going to get it? Hero Satoshi. Interesting call there from him. And oh my god, Galactic Powerbomb on the outside to Diablo, and he's been folded up. We've got the 1, 2, 3. Moonbeam Originalis eliminates Diablo, and we're down to Hero Satoshi and Moonbeam Originalis in the main event of the Eliminator. Winner of this one-on-one that this match has become will become the Future Shop briefcase holder. They will have a title match for the world's title at a time and a place of their choosing. And Hero, a man of very few words, just knocked Originalis down with the microphone. And just like that, Hero Satoshi picks up the W. He is now your Future Shop briefcase holder. And he has a World's Heavyweight Championship match at a time and place of his choosing. What a way to go off the air here tonight, folks. He is your Future Shop briefcase holder. TKO better watch his back. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me here for the Eliminator pay-per-view. We've been live to tape here in Newcastle upon Tyne, England. We've had an absolutely fantastic night. New champions up and down their card. Legacies have been cemented. Rivalries continued. And folks, they will continue this Tuesday when Tombstone TV rolls around episode 69. Nice. We'll have 4 one-on-one matches. The winners of those will get contenders qualification matches. Tommy Torque Thompson, the Grim Reapers, taking on one half of Bad Manners. It's Bruce Manor. Fabian Nils, former light heavyweight champion and Intercontinental champion, will take on Dr. Dermot Allergy, the former light heavyweight champion. Lord and Xavier will take on Matt Wrestler, and Sunbeam will take on Parker St. James. There will also be a 5-man battle royal on the matchup with Wayne Renner, Theon Castle, Electro, Cara DeMieto, and Eli Valentine. Winner of that will take up the last contenders qualification bout. We will have a grudge match between the man they call Motor of the Grim Reapers taking on one half of the Platinum Kings, Carlos Reyes, and Tiernan Og, former champion of the world, teams yet again with Moonbeam Jr. What an unlikely alliance, but they will be teaming up to take their anger and maybe they'll get their revenge on the also devastatingly new and strange combination of Garen Moon and the World Heavyweight Champion Thiago K. Oliveira. The Brazilian Stallion will be in action in the main event of episode 69 Tombstone TV, folks. We are now on the path to Violent Night 2. Contenders qualification bouts will start the week after next from episode 70. We are on the path to Contender 17, where we will determine a new #1 contender for the World's Heavyweight Championship. That Violent Night 2 card, folks, in 4 weeks' time is stacked. Prince Toro will be taking on Killian Curse. Sylvester Locust will be taking on Lock and Load. Hannah Kano will be challenging Wanda for the Women's Championship. Jackson Gage Harris will be defending the IC title against Pete Boggs. Totally Not Mark will be in action, folks, and I know that that has already been booked. The opponent has been selected, and it's an absolutely out of left field, folks. We're going to look forward to it. The Dancer Sisters are your new women's tag team champions. In the coming weeks, we're going to be determining who's going to be facing them on the show. We'll have a women's contenders match at Violent Night 2. There'll be 5-men survivors matchup, which on episode 72, we're going to have our athletes combat each other to determine who those men are going to be. We've already announced Tiernan Og will be in action against Garen Noon. That three-peat will be at Violent Night, folks. And I can announce right now, the Platinum Kings and the Grim Reapers will be having a matchup at Violent Night. And folks, it's going to be the cage match that we didn't get on Tombstone TV just a few weeks ago. Platinum Kings will be against Motor and Wrench of the Grim Reapers. Will Platinum Kid get his revenge on the men that injured him for 20 weeks, folks? And there's going to be the men's 17th contender will be taking on the World Heavyweight Champion Thiago K. Oliveira on the show, folks. That's only 11 matches on a 12-match show. The 12 matches of Christmas at Violent Night 2. There's space for one more to happen, and folks, we've got a lot of other gaps to be filled in the meantime. So stick with us here at Championship Wrestling Series. Remember to stay decent. You guys have been class, and I hope to see you here on Tuesday night. Thank you from Newcastle upon Tyne, England.